Happy St. Patrick's Day, Mr. Stark. A Marvel fanfiction written on AO3 by Innit Marvelous. Tony had no plans for anything to do with St. Patrick's Day, other than shutting away in his workshop. He might order some Irish-themed meal for dinner, but as far as his plans for the holiday went. However, Peter had other plans. Come on, Mr. Stark, we have to celebrate the luck of the Irish, Peter said, trying to convince Tony to join him. Tony said no at first, but Peter kept nagging him until Tony eventually agreed to go to the local parade with the team. The streets were overflowing with people dressed in all shades of green, and Tony lost count of how many people he saw dressed up like a leprechaun. As they went through the crowd, Peter spotted a group of teens covered in mud. The teens seemed to be having the time of their lives, and before he could react, Peter grabbed his arm and was pulling Tony towards the mud fight. Come on, let's go play in the mud, Mr. Stark. Tony thought about resisting, not wanting to get all dirty, but he saw how much Peter wanted to participate in the messy activity, so he followed the kid over to the group. They joined the group, but soon Tony found himself laughing and playing like a kid again. After they played in the mud for a while and said goodbye to the group of teens, they continued to watch the parade. Peter seemed particularly excited about the bagpipe players and the accompanying dancers, but Tony was more interested in the floats. When the parade ended, Tony and Peter made their way to a nearby pub. Tony got himself a beer, while Peter had a soda. They talked and joked, realizing how late it was. They ordered themselves a St. Patrick's Day themed dinner. They were almost finished their food when a group of rowdy patrons started a food fight, throwing green cupcakes as well as other green-colored snacks at each other. And of course, Tony and Peter couldn't help but join in. And of course, they got covered in frosting and crumbs. Tony was laughing his heart off when they left the pub. He looked at Peter, wiping his eyes, saying, "You know, kid, I don't think I've had as much fun on St. Patrick's Day in years." Peter smiled, feeling grateful he had the chance to spend the day with his mentor and friend. "I don't think I have either, Mr. Stark. It's been the best."